The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
Before a workers' comp or auto litigation makes it to a full jury trial, mediation is often required, and a lot of cases settle at mediation. That's why it's so important to hire an attorney that is experienced in that department. Richard Smith from Smith Injury Law is here with us this morning. Hi, Richard.
Good morning, Margaret.
First, mediation is required in many North Carolina workers' comp cases in South Carolina. What's happening during mediation?
Well, it's also required in all civil litigation cases, and I think most of all family court cases now also require mediation. But mediation it's an opportunity for the parties to settle informally. They have you have a mediator that the parties agree to usually, and then the mediator is a neutral that meets with both parties, and their job is to get the parties to negotiate a settlement. They don't make a decision or a ruling like an arbitrator would or a judge.
And you say, you have to prepare for mediation in many ways, just like a trial. Tell us about that.
Absolutely, because mediation is your opportunity to explain to the adjuster, who's oftentimes not present, and the defense attorney why your case is worth what it's worth. And that's why you need to present the case just like you're presenting an argument to a jury, except you have to tailor your argument to professionals who handle these cases every day. So it's not as important to try to argue like you would to a jury emotionally sometimes. You have to explain why the case is worth what it is worth to those professionals and do it in a way that is persuasive.
And you're a licensed mediator in North Carolina and South Carolina. You've represented hundreds of clients at mediation, and you even speak at legal seminars on mediation. So talk to us about that different skill set and what makes you such an effective mediator.
Well, it's a different skill set when you're advocating for a client. That the mediator is important because they can help the parties negotiate the settlement. But when you represent your client at a mediation, you have to set your arguments towards convincing the adjuster and the defense attorney that the case is worth what you say it's worth. And you're dealing with professionals who see these cases all the time. So it's a different skill set. You're not having to talk to a jury, you're talking to other professionals. So it takes a different type of persuasion.
Well, we know your success rate is incredible. Anything else we should understand about mediation or just how you operate at Smith Injury Law?
Well, just know that when you hire Smith Injury Law, that myself or my partner, Scott Becky, are going to be here with you. We're going to walk you through the process. We're going to explain things to you. And if we have to file suit in your case, we're going to talk to you before that happens. We're also going to walk you through the process of deposition and mediation, because it's a process. And as long as we can get you involved in the process, explain things to you early on, it's a lot more manageable process that you can get through. Yeah. And we feel like that's the best way to handle these cases, is to treat the clients with respect and keep them fully involved and educated through the entire process.
Well, and your clients certainly appreciate the way you work closely with them. At Smith Injury Law, your practice areas include personal injury, workers' compensation, car and truck collisions, and Social Security disability claims. And people can contact you by calling 300HURT or visiting 300hurt.com. Richard Smith of Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Margaret.